Now, throughout 2020, we have seen a lot of people come and go from the YouTube space. Some people have left because they've done horrible things and been called out, and then they've tried making like an apology video, people haven't quite accepted it, and then they've left and haven't uploaded. Someone maybe a bit like Shane Dawson. But some other people, on the other hand, left on their own accord, mainly to help their mental health. Now, a good example of this, who's someone who a lot of people kind of want back on YouTube, it's someone that I actually only just started watching before this whole shit actually came about, which is quite weird because it's been on YouTube forever, but it's Jenna Marbles. Now, she did actually upload this video as her final video, which is now deleted off her channel, so I'm not going to sit and react to it, just kind of out of respect. Clearly, she didn't want it on her channel anymore. But the reason why I show the screenshot of the video right now is because I want you to keep an eye on kind of what she's wearing, the way she looks right now, because it will kind of bite into the story that we're about to talk about. Now, the most weird thing about this is that this video in particular, if you remember, was actually apparently the video that inspired Shane Dawson to make that big, like, apology video that just didn't end well at all. And I think the reason for that is because you can tell someone like Jenna Marbles is being authentic and actually being themselves and making a video not because they need to, because realistically she didn't have to sit there and make this video to try and get herself like out of drama. Okay, if anything, it would have been better if she didn't ever mention it, because no one really knew what she was talking about anyways before the video was out. She made the video because she thought it was the right thing, and not only for herself but other people who had like criticized her in the past for past things she had done, which she clears up in this video. And Shane Dawson, on the other hand, literally started off his apology video by being like, oh, by the way, this is inspired by Jenna Marbles. Hey, this is like my own like version of Jenna Marbles like video, you know, we're so similar. And people weren't buying it as much, okay? It did kind of seem like a whole piece that he only released because he needed to. Otherwise, he couldn't carry on making videos. And I think a reason why he kind of said in his video that it was inspired by Jenna Marbles is because he knew the response that Jenna Marbles got in her video. Like quite a very positive response, even though she did actually say in this video she's leaving YouTube, maybe indefinitely, maybe not. Now, since this video, Jenna Marbles hasn't uploaded another video. She's been actually pretty much away from the whole YouTube scene in general. It's been about 5 months, which means it happened in 2020, but you would still assume that because of like the severity of like the situation and what she talks about in the video, it wouldn't make it into a video a bit like this. YouTube Rewind 2020 musical re-upload, and it says re-upload by the way because it got deleted because people clearly weren't fucking happy. It was a stupid idea. Now, it does what it says in the tin. It's a musical where they go through like some of the things that have happened in 2020. They talk about how like Mr. Beast has like given away an island and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it cuts to this.
I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past.
Oh no. You haven't just turned someone's video where they were trying to be real and talking about how they're going to be leaving YouTube into whatever this is. Like, why did they ever think this was going to be an idea? Why did they think, like, oh, uploading this video is going to get everyone to be like, oh my god, you see how they turned the reaction video into, like, a musical song? Oh, that is so cool. Now, the person who actually originally made this video is called Michelle Carr, I think it's pronounced, and they actually used to work for BuzzFeed. And they actually did this for YouTube Rewind 2019, and as you can tell by the like-to-dislike ratio, it got quite a positive response. But then he thought, for some weird reason, they're just going to ruin absolutely everything and make this probably one of the most hated things of the year, quite frankly. I mean, she's literally deleted off her channel because people disliked it that much.
It was not my intention to do what I did, but it doesn't matter.
You would also assume that maybe because, like, Jenna Marbles hasn't actually said anything online since then, that she doesn't really want to be involved in shit like this. And not only that, if she hasn't came back to YouTube already, it's kind of proof that what she was kind of saying in the video was authentic. I mean, if she was lying and it was just, like, a publicity stunt, which clearly it wasn't, she'd be back in, like, a month, wouldn't she? She'd take a month off, maybe even 2 at the most, and just pop back and start making videos painting herself green on a green screen again. But apparently, it clearly isn't, okay? And the most crazy thing about this all is that this is a fucking high production thing. There's a full team behind this. The amount of people that this probably had to go through to actually get approved, and not one person stood up and went, oh, maybe we shouldn't actually do that little bit in the video. Maybe that might be a bit insensitive. Maybe, I don't know. But no, everyone was just like, yeah, no, that is perfect. Now, that is exactly what we want to see in a musical.
People were offended, and I'm sorry. I'm ashamed.
Like, can you actually imagine actually being, like, that good at singing and you want to work in musicals and whatnot, and for some weird reason your career has now mounted to this? Like, I can already tell that this is a fall from grace, and I have no idea who this woman is or what she's done in her past, okay? I just can't imagine it's as bad as this.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I want to hold myself accountable. I'm just gonna stop for now. Or forever.
Physically can't believe that that's a part of it. They started off this video like dancing and singing, talking about how Mr. Beast is giving away an island, and then it cuts to this. It could have been good. You could have had a good response. You sat and ruined it for yourselves.
What can I do? I'm all alone. No friends to shoot.
Ah, right. So the next thing on this little sad moment in the musical is David Dobrik no longer posting vlogs, as if that was for the same exact reason. But yeah, clearly they just judged it wrong, and it's quite unfortunate because it could have been something decent, and it just turned out to be really fucking cringe. But anyway, I would love to know your thoughts on the whole situation. Do you think people are overreacting, or do you also agree? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now for the next little thing we actually are going to talk about Jenna Marbles is Julian, which is Jenna Marbles' boyfriend, as much as people like to joke and be like, oh, they're just friends, right, guys? Yeah, they're just friends. And he actually posted a video called A Message from Julian, and it's clearly a clip from his Twitch stream. And it's him talking about people who, for months now, for the past 5 months, every single day, have just kept asking about Jenna Marbles over and over again. And that's pretty much the main question he's getting, and his thoughts on the situation.
Thank you for mentioning Jenna every once in a while. It gives me a sense of relief knowing she's okay. She is okay. She's more than okay. She's doing very well. And I know that you love hearing about her and me saying her name and everything. But I would like to... I don't know, how do I say this? I want to sort of normalize me mentioning her.
So, as you can kind of see there, it must be really fucking weird that every single day, this girl who he's seeing every day anyways, but there's still people just asking 24/7, and as soon as Julian actually mentions her name, all the chat's like, oh my god, is she okay? Is she okay? Is she okay? And it must actually be quite irritating just having that in the back of your mind being like, I don't even know if I can mention her name anymore because everyone's just going to ask a bunch of questions.
Because I know it's been a while since y'all have seen her, but like, I see her every day, and she's just as much a part of my life as she was before she signed offline. And I know that 99% of you guys are coming from a place of love, and when you say, you know, when you react to me mentioning her or whatever, it's all very positive. And but part of me feels like I know if I mention her name, I'm immediately gonna see comments like, I don't know, like Jenna, ooh, didn't cry, he said Jenna, like, and to me that's just like a little bit discouraging to even bring it up.
I do kind of feel bad for him because, I mean, first of all, he's himself, isn't he? He's his own person, and every time he goes in these Twitch streams, the chat's probably quite often like Jenna, Jenna, Jenna when he's trying to do his own thing, and he's said on many occasions that Jenna is actually okay. And also having the thing in the back of your mind where you're not even wanting to mention a person you're literally with every single day because of like the response they can get in chat, and especially when it's live and you can't cut it out, it must actually be quite irritating. So I do actually see where he's coming from, and I just kind of feel bad for him, to be honest. I mean, no one's really done anything wrong here. I mean, people who are posting the chat aren't being horrible by doing it. They're just curious and they're trying to look out for it. But yeah, I do feel very, very bad for him. I'm not gonna lie.
But I honestly don't want to cause a scene, you know. So I try to avoid bringing it up sometimes because I don't feel like it's normalized yet, and I would love for that to be a normal thing. I would love for me, like, we live together. She's my partner. We, you know, if I'm talking about something that happened that involves us and I mention her name, I would love for people to be like, oh, that happened. Oh, reaction to that thing, instead of, oh my god, he said Jenna, oh my god, you know. And like, I don't know, I can't control people. Like, you guys are gonna react, you're gonna do what you want to do, you're gonna have your own reactions to things. But for me, it's like, I feel like I sometimes can't talk about my own girlfriend because I will cause this whole circus, little mini circus. Yeah, I can't post a picture.
You know what? I would love to hear people's opinions on this as well, because I realize there's probably actually going to be quite a few people that will sit there and be like, well, I mean, it's just people kind of asking about how she's doing. She was a YouTuber for however long. We care about her. We kind of want to see. Or are you on the side of what I've basically been talking about? And what it seems like most of the chat is, I've been looking at the chat on the left-hand side of the screen. It seems like a lot of people seem to be kind of understanding, you know, which is nice for a chat, you know, because the comments can be bad sometimes. Now, I'm actually going to look through the comments and see what everyone's saying as well. I've honestly just accepted it. I'm okay if Jenna never comes back. It's her life, and yeah, Julian should be able to mention her casually. I don't envy the minefield Julian is navigating. I feel like Jenna leaving is still fresh for a lot of us, and I definitely think it will be normalized at some point. It's just going to take some time. The more you talk about her, Julian, the more normal it'll be. You just got to get over the initial weirdness. Now, that's actually a fact as well, to be honest. I think if you do mention it enough, it will just become a normal thing. The more and more, unfortunately, when you ignore things on YouTube, and if there's personal questions that people ask, and if you do ignore them, they're just going to keep asking because they're very curious, and the fact that you're not answering is going to make them more curious. And not that that's the best thing, but that is just how it works. So I do also feel like if he kind of just did mention her, like just little comments here and there, you know, just little random comments, I feel like it would become very normal quite quickly. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to leave the video there. I would love to know your thoughts on everything that I kind of spoke about in today's video. I feel like today's video was actually like a shorter one as well. I kind of wanted to give this one its kind of own video, so if it's a bit shorter, I do apologize. Also, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and maybe leave a comment telling me if you do enjoy these videos. viewers, because that's probably going to be the best way I actually know, realistically. We are trying to reach 350,000 subscribers on this channel as well, so if you do want to help out, that could be another little reason. And yeah, we're still uploading daily up until Christmas. I know I said kind of end of the year beforehand, okay, but realistically probably going to be Christmas, because I can't imagine myself filming on Christmas Day. Don't think my family would be too happy with that. But yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below, and until tomorrow, I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye. I'm a T-star, boy, and that's forever till I die. Up and coming, MCU will see it in my eyes. Every time I drop the mic, I